This is the double horse 9104 helicopter, and it's also known as Sima and Shuang Ma. This helicopter comes with extra main blades, an extra tail blade, inexpensive charger, and a lithium-ion battery, 1300 milliamp hours. But these have a tendency to run or become very weak after only about 10 uses. So if you get this, I'd plan on getting a decent lithium polymer battery. And it says right on the box that this is 710 millimeters. But in fact, the helicopter is only 55 centimeters long. This is a 3-channel transmitter, and it's got both slide and turn trim controls. This is a fixed pitch blade helicopter, and some of the good things about it, it's very sturdy. It's been in crashes and does very well. The canopy is very sturdy. The frame is very sturdy. It's got a brushed 370 main motor and a brushed tail motor. The biggest disappointment with this is when I got this machine, it would only fly backwards. And even with 4 full forward controls, it just basically stood at a standstill. And part of the problem is the swash plate is too small. And Double Horse makes a smaller helicopter, the 9100, and I think that they just used the swash plate from the smaller helicopter on this one. And this one really needs a much larger swash plate in order to better control forward and reverse movement. This helicopter uses a standard 9-gram servo, and other servos will work with it. And the electronics appear to be reasonably robust, and they've got larger power transistors with larger heat sinks compared to some of the Double Horse earlier helicopters. This helicopter suffered from extremely short range, which is easily fixed by unraveling the antenna and connecting it to the back. In order to overcome the problem of the helicopter not going forward well enough, I put about a half an ounce or about 14 grams of modeling clay in the nose of the canopy. I also adjusted the swash plate so that when it's in neutral, it's slightly tilting forward. Another modification I did is I lengthened the servo arm, and I did this by taking an arm from another servo and using wire to attach it, so that I have the arm to the swash plate now is about twice the distance that it initially was. When the servo moves, it causes the swash plate to move much more, and this allows the helicopter to go forward as well as in reverse. Compared to the Volitation 9053, the 9104 is quite a bit smaller. It's also not nearly as stable, and it's not the kind of machine that you could fly indoors. The Volitation, because it's a coaxial, you could even fly indoors in a small room. If you are planning on moving up to 6-channel 3D helicopters, you might want to consider the 9104 if you're willing to make some of these modifications, because it gives more of a feel to a 6-channel than does the Volitation. Would I recommend this? Well, I paid $71 for it, and that included shipping, and it's pretty easy to have $71 worth of fun. But the quality of this machine is far less than a 3D helicopter, but the cost of it again is much less. So it's a decent helicopter if you're planning on eventually moving up to a 3D machine.